you wear my Levi jeans when you're popping out your phone. Put it down to the ground.
Baby, you know I'm on my bullshit. I'll let you ride it. Rodeo in your room, that shoe breaks loose with perfect timing. Love when you tease me in them jeans, girl.
Good morning. Welcome in, you guys. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday morning. Let me play some music. We're gonna get started in just a moment. All right, so we got a couple of updates. Let me take this down. We got some updates. I want to play of Emmanuel Harro, and I'm going to play what the grandmother had to say in just a moment. Now, it has been an update that he was found. It was told that Jake came out and said, hey, he is deceased. He did unalive him. Now, there's a lot of information going on with Rebecca. Rebecca basically has had other children taken out of her care. And it is sad that she lost a nephew. So I'm going to play what the grandma had to say. We're going to play a couple of videos.
Mary Boyshausen. I'm the mother of Rebecca's mom. Jake is Emmanuel is my grandson.
Oh boy,
The little boy
from Yucaipa.
from Yucaipa is my grandson. Please help us find him. You know, if you have him, please return him. We don't want nothing. We would not do anything. Just leave the baby somewhere where we can find him, somewhere that is safe for him. Please, I'm begging you to please just do the right thing for this baby. He's only a little baby. He doesn't know nothing, okay? Can't talk. He can't just say nothing, okay? So please just return the baby, please.
Emmanuel
Emmanuel Harro, yes.
7 months old,
7 months old,
about 20 pounds,
20 pounds, yes.
wearing a black Nike onesie.
Wednesday, yes.
His mother,
She's not doing good, you know. She's heartbroken, you know.
she was injured.
Yes, she was injured. She was knocked out.
There's no video.
No video. Store doesn't have video.
Do we know exactly where it happened?
It's
Exactly.
right here. The truck was parked here.
Here in this.
Right here in this parking space. The truck was parked here. And she got out of the truck to change the baby. And when she got out, she was trying to get the diapers, the bag, you know, to change the baby because he had pooped before she went into the store.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that all of a sudden, you know, they just say hola, and you know, they hit her and knocked her out. And she said all I saw was white. She says when I came to, you know, she started running into the store and asked if anybody had seen the baby, and they said no. So she ran around all around the store looking for the baby or for somebody, you know, and call 911. That's all I can tell you.
Do we know how long she was unconscious, or was she unconscious?
She was unconscious. No.
Is there any witnesses that we know
No
of?
witness, no.
Any leads at all? The police?
They don't tell us nothing. That's the worst thing, you know, that they don't tell us nothing.
I'm
Please
so sorry for.
Keep your eyes open for this baby, please. No, we just lost a grandson. We just buried a grandson Tuesday, but we can go through this again. Please, just bring us the baby. Just tell us where he's at. Just leave him somewhere safe, please.
We're gonna do our best to
We
help you.
can't go through this again. Just like
I
that.
just bring the baby back home.
Mary Boyshausen. I'm the mother.
Now, I'm not sure where I can find Rebecca's ex-husband. He basically said, "Listen, I didn't even know she got remarried and had another child. I didn't even know that that was her child, and all her other kids are adults." But we're gonna listen to what her husband, now husband, people had to say. Hold on, let me find Jake sister. Now this is what the sister-in-law had to say.
Pray for Emmanuel. It's been a very hard time for our family. I haven't slept. My brother hasn't slept. You know, we just want him back. And there is a lot of discussion on whether my nephew is special needs. Um, he is late in development, but as far as we know, the doctors say that he's in great health. He's fine. He just has a lazy eye, and that made him more beautiful than anybody I knew, because I loved him so much. It didn't matter what he looked like, and I know he's gonna come back to us. And with your continued prayers and your yeah, you uplifting us, I know he'll come back. And whoever took him, here, I can't even say what you are on this app, but just give him giving out flyers. People came out, prayed for us.
Now, what's weird to me is ain't nobody came back out and rebutted what they said. She said a lot more because I just want to know. Let's see. Okay, I got the whole thing. Let's get into it.
He was abducted last night uh, in front of the Big Five. Now there are stories going around that some of you have fabricated. Um,
Another thing, too, this isn't his first time doing something to a child. He got arrested previously harming a child. Jake Carrero got arrested previously for harming a child. She has children that were grown and married, and she had like they didn't exist. And from what I'm hearing, people are saying that basically, allegedly, one of her children got took from her ex-husband.
and I'm just on here just to tell you guys what transpired. So my sister-in-law and my brother, um, they were at my older nephew's football practice, and he needed a new mouth guard. So instead of taking everybody, my sister-in-law opted to go, and she only took the baby, which is Emmanuel. And
Hmm.
um,
Hmm.
when she got there, she realized the baby had went to the bathroom in his diaper. So, as any mom would, um, which is crazy because a lot of you women are judging her for even changing a baby's diaper in the in the car, which is mind boggling because if there's no bathroom, you're gonna do what you have to do to take care of your child one way or another. She's a great mother, so everything you guys are saying about her, first of all, you don't know her, and show some compassion. Like she just
You want to say she
had
just
her
lost her
son
child.
taken
Go
from
ahead and
her.
say it, girl.
And
Let me clear.
also back to what I was saying, so she realized that he had went to the bathroom on himself. Of course, he's a baby, and she laid him down in the back. Um, her back was turned. She was about to change him. She was getting everything prepared, and she felt like a tap on her shoulder. She turned around, and all she heard was "Hola." And before she could even see this person, acknowledge this person, whatever the case may be, um, he socked her in the face, and she ended up blacking out. He knocked her out, and she fell to the floor. And next thing you know, as she came to, she woke up. She
Nobody believed that story because even if that was the case, you could have fought him off. But it seemed like you and Jake, Rebecca and Jake, planned this because when they called for him to be missing, they already believed that that baby was not with us. They already believed it. Investigation already believed that. And Rebecca is insanely crazy to still stick to her story. And her sister is even more crazy because you know your brother did something previously to another child. Fought another child. A child. Like, come on, let's be for real. You I can see if you came over here and held the kind of people like, listen, ain't got nothing to do with my brother. Then I hate what happened, but I gotta hold him accountable. Jarvis Butts sister did it. She was holding him accountable the whole time. She testified against the man. So like I'm not understanding why I feel like this. They both had some things going on. And from what they saying that it probably was abuse, the reason why they believed it was abuse, and I want to say this, before we even go any further, because of the fact was Rebecca had another charge as well, a CPS case allegedly as well in another county. As
she was
well
looking around for the baby. The baby was gone. She started panicking, screaming, crying. She called the police. She ran into Big Five to see if they had cameras outside or if anybody had witnessed anything. And nobody apparently didn't see anything. And then there's no cameras outside. There.
I don't believe
How
it.
are we're so baffled because
I don't believe
how are
that.
there
I don't believe it was no cameras outside now because also it's determined that they had rain cameras all around their house and security cameras, and they deleted the footage when the baby went missing. So I really don't. Now that we know what we know, I don't believe that.
there are no cameras outside? Like in cases like this, like what are people supposed to do? Um, sorry. Um, so after that, my brother told me that he had realized that his wife wasn't back because by that time it was already 8 o'clock and she had left around 7. And and he said that he ended up calling her, and she picked up the phone and she was hysterical and he couldn't even understand her, so the police had took the phone from her and told my brother what had transpired. And he had his ex-wife there because they had a son together, and his ex-wife and her boyfriend ended up driving my brother to Big Five. And
I don't believe that either. But go ahead.
ever since then we've been looking for Emmanuel. We've been giving out flyers. people came out, prayed for us, prayed for Emmanuel. It's been a very hard time for our family. I haven't slept. My brother hasn't slept. You know.
Now, apparently, Jake went and told the truth with his lawyers. He said, listen, as I told y'all yesterday, he said, I did unalive the baby and he took them to where it was. Rebecca still sitting herself here. He got kidnapped. He didn't do that. He got kidnapped. Ma'am, the man just told like what happened. Why is you still sitting in the detective's face lying? Why? So everybody, people has been digging up pictures. Everybody feel like the sister practiced her story. I believe she did as well. And I'm sorry, I really do believe she knew. I think the family knew, certain family members knew what happened. And it's going to show in the phone records that they probably called their family. I believe that. I'm trying to find some other stuff on her, but she did get charged with murder. Okay, hold on. They revealing her. Lord, wait, we finna get to the older children with another man. He say he didn't even know that she had more children. So this is LA Glizzy News. They've been on foot on the ground too, as the other guy that interviewed the grandmother. He's a cancer patient. Prayers to him for just having foot on ground. He has cancer, and prayers to him to have a foot on ground to get this out there because there wasn't enough news coverage. A lot of people weren't picking it up. It wasn't really out there. So let's go here.
The parents, they were a part of the Jack, which I was on the board. The older son, his son plays Jack over there.
Okay.
So from what I...
The dad's older son.
Yes, the dad's older son. From what I know, like seeing them around just there, but I've been covering the case on the side. So there's a ton of information that's been coming out about the parents. Just recently that they had like a ton of workman's comp cases that they're doing. So I know everyone's asking, do they work? What are they doing there? I think the biggest thing is just the dad has federal charges of child abuse on his eldest daughter. And she is now fully like trach, wheelbound, can't talk, which I believe his cousin has adopted her. And then he has a son that same woman, he was born with fetal alcohol syndrome, and he is adopted out too.
So forgive me if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. Basically, the family or this couple has a history of just negativity following them.
Well, yeah, even Rebecca has older children with the parents. They were a part of the Jack or Uripa, which I was on the board. The older son, his son plays Jack over there.
Okay.
So Rebecca has older children with another man who is stated, allegedly, that she abandoned them. The ex-husband didn't know that she was remarried, didn't know that she had more kids, nothing. And I have sources within the family that said that they didn't talk to her for 3 years until just recently.
And up until this story happening. So, in other words, her old, quote unquote.
This is probably true. Remember, I sat here and I told y'all, I said the family said that they were calling to check on him, and they didn't even know at the time. Remember, I said that they didn't know what was going on at the time to call and check, because they were calling and check to see. And then when they said that they had the funeral, he was not there with them. She had already had a black eye.
Quote, family that she abandoned, allegedly, or is what's being said. That family didn't know nothing of her until now that this story has garnered national attention.
This is how they found out.
That she is still, family didn't know nothing of her until now that this story has garnered national attention.
This is how they found out.
That she is still
that she's married and that she has children.
Amazing, amazing. So definitely very eerie timelines following this woman. Definitely just bad vibes, bad juju with this woman, right?
Correct.
So what's up with the dad? How exactly do you know the dad?
Football.
Football, and what was
That Rebecca had older children with another man who is stated allegedly that she abandoned them. The ex-husband didn't know that.
exactly do you know the dad?
Football.
Football, and what was your interaction with the dad, if any?
So I was on the board, so I would help register all of the children. We would do all the weigh-ins, all of that. So we would see them around. Like they've been in this JAF football for years.
And how would you say, not knowing this, what's happening now, would you have ever thought anything of it? Like, how would you see his demeanor? What was his demeanor like as a person?
They were always really nice.
Always overly nice, would you say? Just normal. Never in a million years.
No.
Wow. So when did you start hearing bad things about them that followed them?
So immediately on when her interview got released, I called my friends, I called everyone in our community because I'm from Ukaipa, and we're like, why are they talking about him in past tense? Why are they not crying? Like, why am I more so upset about this than they are?
I think someone said they had more emotion. They showed more emotion for spilled food. Yep. Someone said.
I feel like
just to compare the lack of emotion. Do you know the dad?
Football.
Football, and what was your interaction with the dad, if any?
So I was on the board, so I would help.
Said.
I feel like
just to compare the lack of emotion coming from the mother and the dad.
Well, even like the people here, like they're showing more emotion. They're out there, and I think that that's what triggered me. But then I heard of like a ton of fake news kind of going out.
Real quick, can you introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what do you do?
Yeah, I am Jasmine Ramirez. I am the owner and host of Murder by Nature podcast. So I haven't done my podcast in years. You guys can go check that. And when I started getting all of the random information, people coming in, because as a community, we're pretty solid. And I jumped on a Saturday night and I kind of lost my shit saying like, this is all fake, this is fake, this is fake. And then
what's up, Vanessa?
Really liked that. So I kept doing it more and more and more. And now I've been updated on this case and releasing videos and lives on it.
Now, let me ask you something. You've been out here how long today?
Since 11.
Since 11 a.m. Since 11 a.m. today, the parents were arrested under the suspicion of unaliving someone. Said.
I feel like
just to compare the lack of emotion coming from the mother and the dad. What is up, LA Glizzy fam? Major development today in the story of baby Emmanuel. I'm currently on my way to Jake and Rebecca's home where they were residing with baby Emmanuel. Today, Jake began talking to authorities, even led them to a specific location somewhere alongside the 60 freeway with nothing to avail. Baby Emmanuel was not recovered. Right now, something is telling me to go to the home. These kind of people sometimes hide things in plain sight, or maybe, who knows? But something's telling me to go. We're going to go out there and be live for quite a bit. We're going to see what happens, what continues to develop, and what we know. At this point, a lot of speculation, but Jake is talking to authorities. Jake has been seen on the 63.
All right. So, yeah, he has been seen on the freeway. He has been found at all. But from what he's saying is they believe that they have found him. Hold on, he has an update. Let me see if I can play it. Let it go. Are you turning off your phone? Now I haven't seen any more updates. Let me check now if there is updates before. If it's been an update. What? Okay, I'm gonna read this to y'all because they just put this out yesterday. They're still looking for his. I'm not sure if they're gonna do a live today, with the news and because they were out all day and night trying to find him. I'm still looking to see if they did an update that they did find his baby remains, but I don't see that, so I'm still waiting because someone said he was found. I'm not sure, but I'm going to read to you what the news has, and then we're going to move on to Cardi into another live. Alleged. So the father who did unalive the baby is joining the search. The search for Emmanuel Herrero has reached 11 days, and the mission to find a missing baby now has police trying an old school method. Detectives were seen taking Herrero's father, Jake, out there with them on a victim recovery mission. Harro who was arrested with Rebecca Harro, Emmanuel's mother, was filmed wearing an orange prison jumpsuit Sunday assisting crews for Emmanuel's body in Monroe Valley, California. Chris Madon, a retired home I'm sorry, y'all, homicide detective and executive board member of the Cold Case Foundation, tells Banfield that Harrow's help in search would wind up being what proves him guilty. I would suspect they probably had some type of digital footprint or forensic evidence for some of the search warrants they did. He said. And of course, they're looking for malice, right? And in California, malice is a mental state of mind in which a person intends to unalive somebody. So this may go to his detriment if he's playing that game. I was thinking the same thing. He's playing mental, and she probably gonna end up playing mental too. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. But I don't think it's gonna go that far to better they get a mental situation in this. I'm gonna take him out there and burn some time up. But the prosecutor may use that against him to show that he had specific intent to unalive his child. Madonna thinks Jake Harrow may know Emmanuel whereabouts. Basically, he's saying that they may know. I believe the family know too. Here is my thing. I feel like the family need to be investigated. I feel like they got that call. Let me see if he's been found. They're still searching for him. But there is a murder charge. It has now been a murder charge. So I don't see an update. Let me go look on they put an update, but let's see. On the search thing on their website, Facebook. So they said that there's a search, and it's been conducted alongside the shoulder of the 60 freeway near Gilman Springs Road in Moreno Valley. Investigators are assisted by cadaver dogs. Jake Harrow was at the location with detectives, and the search was concluded, and Emmanuel's was not located, so they did not find him. So a lot of people feel like they're leading on a wild goose, like a wild goose chase. But if it was where they're saying it was, and what I know, there could have been coyotes out there. I hate to say it, and any of that. Hold on. I'm trying to see, but it hasn't been none. I think they need to ask her. But she's still saying, hey, you know, he was abducted. I didn't do it. He was abducted. He didn't do it. Hopefully we have an answer. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this. This is sad. It really is. It's a lot of moms. I just read where a 3-month or a 3-year-old was starved to death in a hotel, and the mom had weapons and rugs, and she starved her baby to death. And to the people that say, "Oh, have to," everybody don't deserve kids. They really don't, and we have to accept that. We cannot make people make them take care of children when they are not capable to be parents. Hope you guys enjoyed a lot. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. We're finna get ready to talk about Cardi B and her court case, the trial, and it looks like the victim is lying, but we're gonna get into it. I'm finna end this and then we're gonna come right back.
It's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally.
Birds singing in the dead of night. Baby's broken